What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out this fender from Tailor-Made. So this is going to go on the side of your boat and that protect against it slamming up against the dock, or even if you're mooring hooked with another boat, it's going to protect both sides. Let's check it out. Taking a closer look at the fender, these are also called bumpers as well, so people call them one or the other pretty frequently. It's going to be made out of vinyl. It's also got ribs here on the side, so that helps it not travel as much. That gives it something to grip onto when it is on the side of the boat or when it's there sitting against the dock. There's going to be double eyelets, so there's going to be one on each side. They're also reinforced, so that's better than some of the ones that are loosely attached on there. I can push on it, try and move it, and see if there's any tearing or even seems like something's going to go wrong, but it looks just fine. It's going to hold up when it's hanging there off your boat. Now, me and the cameraman are on the dock right now, so it is sitting a little bit lower than normal, but that's why you get a fender that's a little bit bigger. That way, if the water comes up or down and changes where your boat's sitting, it's still going to be protected from the dock or another boat. And, you know, when it sits here at the dock, boats can go by, the waves can get a little troublesome, so when it's moving up and down, you want to make sure that it does fit your boat and protect it. Now these do come in different sizes, so make sure you get the right one for your boat. The one we're using today is going to be 5.5 inch diameter, it's going to be 20 inches long, and it's going to be for boats from 15 to 20 feet long. Our pontoon boat today is 16 feet long, so it's going to be just fine. Let's see how easy it is to install. So what we're going to do is get a rope. Again, you'll have to have a rope separately, so if you have an old one you're replacing, you can just use that. That's what we're going to do here today. I got a rope with one loop on the other side, so I'm going to run the rope through the top eyelet, then run it back through the loop here. And now we're just ready to attach it to the boat. So I'll push it back just a little bit, try and gauge where you want it to sit with the dock. So remember, two of us are on the dock right now, so it's a little bit lower. So I'm going to try and aim for the middle. That way when it rises up, when we step off of it, it's still going to protect the boat and the dock. So that seems good there. We have a tie down point here. I'm going to run the rope through. As I pull that tight, I can let go with the other hand. Sitting kind of low there, so. There we go. That looks good there. Maybe a little higher. That's going to work. So now you just tie down the rest of your rope. Now if you are going to keep it there permanently, you can tie knot and cut it to length, but since we're going to move ours up and down, we're going to go ahead and leave the rope. Tailor-Made makes a bunch of different style fenders. This is going to be one where you run the rope through it instead of eyelets, so that's going to be really good if you're doing perpendicular to your deck of your pontoon boat. You want it to sit here, you can run the rope through there and tie it up front. Now you can also go up and down like this. You can run the rope there and just tie it up at the top. It'll work both ways like that. It'll travel way less too because it's tied to the boat that way. Now you can also, if you don't have rope, you can check out some Tailor-Made straps they make. They have a cinch strap you can run through there. If you don't want to tie a knot every time, you don't want to get a rope with a loop on there, you can run through a cinch strap, pull that nice and tight. They also have a ratchet one, so you can also ratchet it and get it nice and tight too. There's a lot of option out there for different fenders and ways to tie them down, so I would check those out on the site too. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out and hope this helped.